All right, please note that today you'll be turning in this entire packet number 36, for a grade, and I will be giving you some extra credit as well, provided that you get a good review from the sub. So I apologize I can't be there today. My daughter has a track meet, and that's where I am. So it says, student notes, apply the trig times SOHCAHTOA. So if I want to find the sine, please remember sine is opposite over hypotenuse. There we go. Wow, it's kind of slow today. Opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine is the ADJ over the hypotenuse. And then tangent is opposite over adjacent. So if you're looking at a right triangle, and let's say angle A is here, then you would label the sides. This side over here would be opposite because it's across from angle A. This would be the ADJ. And that would be the hypotenuse. There you have it. So let's do some practice problems. Tomorrow we're going to use these same problems and play 3 corners to prepare for the test. So the second picture, I want to know, would you use sine, cosine, or tangent to solve for x? Well, if we're looking from this angle right here, it would be opposite over hypotenuse. So it would be the sine of 35 equals x over 15. In this situation, again, we're looking from A, and we have opposite and adjacent numbers, so this would be tangent. This time we're looking from B, okay, and we know the adjacent and we know the hypotenuse, so this would be cosine. We're looking from here. This is adjacent, and this is opposite. Tangent's correct. From here, this is the hypotenuse. We don't know what the hypotenuse is, but we know this is opposite and adjacent. Tangent is what you should be thinking in your mind. Here we go again. Opposite and adjacent, so tangent. Thinking on this one, we should be looking, and this is adjacent, and this is the hypotenuse, so this is cosine. And then lastly, this is the hypotenuse. This looks wonky. And this is opposite, so this would be sine. Okay. So now that we know how to set up our equation, so for example, this would be the sine of x equals 11 over 12. And so in your calculator, you would type in second, sin, -1, and then 11 divided by 12, and hit enter. And that will give you your degrees. For this problem here, this one we said was cosine. You type in cosine of 26 equals, I'm sorry, this is tangent. My bad. Of course, it's going to take 10 years to. So the tangent of 26 equals x over 17. X is up high, so multiply. So it would be tangent of 26 times 17. Make sure the 17 is not in the parentheses. And that's how you find your answer. Okay, we're going to add just one little step in today. And the step we're going to add in today is solving real-world problems with trig. So these are the 6 steps to solving the problems. And basically, the only steps that you haven't done already is draw a diagram and read the problem. So really, these are the only 2 new steps for today. All right, so let's look at an example. And it says, while walking his dog, sorry, typo, Raphael and his dog Rocky see the Eiffel Tower and notices that the angle of elevation is 23, well, angle of elevation is 23, so elevate is up 23 degrees. Raphael is 2,000 and 220 feet from the middle of that arc. How tall is the Eiffel Tower? So we're looking for this side right here, that's x. And if you notice, the right angle is going to be right here. We don't know the hypotenuse, so we don't care about the hypotenuse. What we need is opposite and adjacent. So this is a tangent problem, and basically the tangent of 23 equals x over 2,220. And again, I'm not going to do the problems. You can type them in your calculator easily. X is up high, so multiply, right? So the tangent of 23 times 2,220 will give you the height of the Eiffel Tower. Okay. Next, you and your friend, so you have to type it in your calculator to get the answers if you want full credit. You and your friend are visiting the park at the beach. While walking around, you begin to wonder about specific distances. That's what I do when I'm on the beach. So think about the following scenarios to figure out your calculations. So this is a guy parasailing. That's going to be our first example problem. So you got this guy, he's, or girl, I don't know. You're standing at the beach, watching your friend parasail. You know that you are looking up at a 45-degree angle. So here you are, and you're looking up at a 45-degree angle. This is a funky degree symbol. You know that the boat is 200 feet away from you, so here's your boat, and this is 200 feet. How far away is your friend from where you're standing? Well, this time you're looking at the shortest distance. Where is your friend? So this is the hypotenuse. So this is the ADJ, and this is the hypotenuse. So we're talking cosine for this problem, my friend. Yes, we are. So you're looking at the cosine of 45 is going to equal 200 over x. X is down low, so you're not going to multiply on this one, you're going to divide. Basically, you're going to type in 200 divided by cosine 45. So I'm going to type this in. Make sure your calculator's in degrees. 45. So he's about 283. Now, I know that this could be an accurate statement because I know the hypotenuse has to be the longest side. And in this situation, it is. So I'm good. All right, next I want to know how far up in the air is your friend. So this situation, I'm looking here. So there's a couple ways you could do this. I'm going to use tangent. So the tangent of 45 equals opposite over adjacent. So x over 200. X is up high, so you're going to multiply tangent of 45 times 200. Tangent 45 times 200. And actually it's 200, which is interesting. So that means this is also 200. And we did the problem correctly. All right, next scenario. Next scenario is you are going to climb to the top of a 40-foot tree. So here you are, a kind of creeper. You're sitting up in the tree, and you're looking at people on the beach. You know the beach is 75 feet away, and you know that this is a 40-foot tree. And you want to know at what angle are you creeping out and looking at these people. This is opposite, this is adjacent, so we're looking at tangent, because here's my 90-degree angle. So the tangent of the angle you're looking for equals 75 over 40. So this is one of those where you have to do second tangent, so you get -1, and then you literally type in 75 over 40. And you should get 61.9, so I'm just going to say 62 degrees. So now we want to know if the people on the beach were looking at you, so let's just call this funky symbol right here. So what angle would they be looking at you at? Well, there's a couple ways to do it. I know if this angle is 62, I can just do 90 minus 62. So it's a 28 degree angle. Or you could do the tangent of this symbol here equals 40. 40 over 75. And you should also get the answer of 28 degrees. And then it says, how far away are you from the people on the beach? So in this situation, you want to know x right here. So there's a couple of situations. You could see it as the hypotenuse. So you could do like the sine of 62 equals 75 over x. And this is going to be a division problem. 75 divided by the sine of 62. And that'll give you your solution. Please type that in your calculator yourselves. And I will check that you got it correct. And please I strongly suggest you do not do this. Okay, you're going to skip problem number 3 and let's move on to number 4. This is you and your friend are walking in the forest. And you find this really big ravine. You crawl 50 feet down the ravine. So this is 50 right here. Because you were over here. You're walking this way. Just to let you know. This is a 45 degree angle. This is a 90 degree angle. And your friend runs to the other side and is now 80 feet away from you. So your friend cruised across. I don't know how they flew, I guess. And now they're 80 feet away from you. I don't know why I put degrees here. This is not degrees, this is feet. This is also feet. So you want to know at what angle is your friend looking down at you. So you want to know this angle right here. Well, I know that's a 90 and that's a 45. So it's a 45 degree angle. Then you want to know how far is your friend? Well, that's x. So x is going to be here. And so you're going to set up a problem. It doesn't matter which one you set up. I would do, let's do cosine. So the cosine of 45 equals 50 over x. So this is going to be a division problem, so you can go ahead and take 50 divided by the cosine of 45. And we're not going to answer this question. So that should give you an idea of how to do this. The reason I knew this was a 45 degree angle is because if you know one of the angles, and there's just 90 minus 45, which gives you 45 degrees. All right, your classwork right now is you have these 3 mixed problems. Okay, you're going to complete all 3. So you have to do 1, 2, and 3. I want a picture, a solution, and then you've got to watch video number 2. Take your own notes on video number 2, and then there are 5 problems that you're going to solve as well. Now, quiz is tomorrow, so make sure you're using this time appropriately. The 5 problems are in the packet. If you need to take notes, you may use the very last page of the packet to take notes. All right, video number 2 starts like